Fake, phony, dishonest, liar. Those are just a few of President Trump's favorite insults he likes to hurl at opponents. But because we know that projection is the president's favorite political weapon, those words might really refer to him. And they definitely refer to the giant fraud he tried to force upon the American people with the now officially bogus scandal, sometimes known as unmasking or Obamagate. But the threats to arrest his political opponents went poof when the Washington Post reported the DOJ prosecutor looking into it quietly concluded with no charges and no public report. That's because it was always BS. The facts weren't there. It was just another one of the president's 20,000 lies. But armed with the power of the bully pulpit, Trump's lies were amplified through hyperpartisan news and willing apparatchiks in the Senate and his administration who tried to weaponize the federal government against political opponents. So let's not forget how much distraction and division and trashing of democratic norms it took for us to get here.
It was the greatest political crime in the history of our country. I'm talking with 50-year sentences, the unmasking and the spying.
Well, the unmasking is a massive, it's a massive thing.
We're talking about unmasking, yes, that was a big deal, horrible deal.
It's probably treason.
Obamagate. It's been going on for a long time.
What is the crime exactly that you're accusing him of?
You know what the crime is. The crime is very obvious to everybody. All you have to do is read the newspapers, except yours.
Speaking of news, Fox portrayed it as one of the biggest scandals in U.S. history and pumped it up for years.
Joe unmasked Flynn himself, and Biden might want to start thinking about getting his story straight.
I just think these people are sociopaths.
They wanted Flynn crushed purely because he happened to be in the way of the power they seek.
They all knew Trump was going to expose them. They just knew it, and they couldn't let that happen.
They're just so ruthless.
Yes. Get this. According to transcripts, Fox News mentioned unmasking at least 1,697 times since Trump took office. That's hours of airtime that could have been spent informing viewers, not misleading them. Instead, they chose to go full state TV and parrot the president without evidence. But these baseless claims were also elevated by officials like then-acting DNI Rick Grinnell, who declassified names for what appeared to be nakedly partisan purposes, and senators who embarrassed themselves by cheerleading Trump's conspiracy theories.
This was a cabal. This was a conspiracy.
Remember this, the Obama-Biden Department of Justice spied on 4 American citizens.
This is a smoking gun if there ever was one.
This would be a scandal, the biggest thing since Watergate.
Something is amiss here. Something was going wrong. I think the chickens are coming home to roost.
It was all a lie. This wasn't a case of an honest mistake. Those happen in life, in politics, and in news. This was Donald Trump and his henchmen distracting the nation for years, working his supporters into a froth in the belief that the president would soon be announcing arrests. In the end, the Justice Department didn't bend under intense political pressure, but the country suffered. As with any long con, the real victims were the true believers who got played for fools, in this case, by the president. And that's your reality check.